Dear candidates, I welcome you all on behalf of the Staff Selection Commission and wish you very best for your skill examination. I am here to dictate you a passage of 800 words at speed of 80 words per minute. But before that, you will be given two trial passages of 1 minute at interval of 20 seconds to get you acquainted with my voice. After completion of two trial passages, your actual passage will automatically start after 30 seconds without any further intimation or warning. These two trial passages need not be typed in your actual transcription. You can also cross them to avoid any sorts of confusion. 10 seconds to start. Sir, I rise to support the railway budget for 1992-93. The railways are one of the biggest media for communication and to carry people and the goods and serve the nation. Here we have found that the railways are really aware of their duties and responsibilities, and it is one source by which our economy can gain momentum and which helps to fulfill our social obligation. We respect the Indian Railways. However, there is still room for improvement of services to be rendered to individual passengers. This will help in the development of the tribal belt in both the states and will provide many opportunities to the people of the area. This is a very long pending demand with the central government. I hope the Honorable Minister would think in this direction and satisfy both the states. The performance of the railways is satisfactory when we see the data provided by the minister. The growth of passenger traffic is 5%. There is control on the working expenses. Every citizen has the right to live their life according to their wish without any discrimination. It can be achieved when all individuals are considered equal irrespective of caste, religion, language, profession, status, and sex. The most prominent discrimination that we observe is gender inequality. Even in many developed countries, we see several examples of gender bias which need to be urgently addressed. Gender equality can only be achieved when both males and females are treated equally. Gender equality refers to equal rights, responsibilities, and opportunities for both women and men. It implies that the interests, needs, and priorities of both women and men are taken into consideration, recognizing the diversity of different groups of women and men. Worldwide, women's fundamental rights continue to be violated and they face discrimination in access to education, work, social protection, inheritance, economic assets, productive resources, and participation in decision making and society. Women spend 2 to 10 times more time on unpaid work than men, which is one of the main obstacles to economic and political empowerment. Persistent differences and disparities between men and women have negative implications for society as a whole. Women represent half the resources and half the potential in any society. Honorable members of Parliament, I convey my warm greetings on the occasion of the 70th anniversary of the adoption of the Constitution of India to all of you and to all our fellow citizens in India and abroad. It was 70 years ago on this very day that in this central hall itself, through the members of the Constituent Assembly, we, the people of India, adopted, enacted, and gave to ourselves this Constitution. It was in 1950, the 125th birth anniversary year of Baba Saheb Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar, that the Government of India decided to celebrate 26 November as Constitution Day every year. This is commendable initiative to reiterate our gratitude to the chief architect of our Constitution. This is for the first time that we are celebrating Constitution Day in the Central Hall with the participation of members of both houses of Parliament. It is a privilege for all of us to witness and participate in this historic event. By their sheer wisdom, prudence, foresight, and diligence, the makers of our Constitution prepared a futuristic and vibrant document that reflects our ideals and aspirations on the one hand and protects the future of all Indians on the other. The Constitution of India lies at the foundation of the world's largest democracy. This is the supreme law in the country's democratic framework and it continuously guides us in our endeavors. The Constitution is also the fountainhead of our democratic system of governance and our guiding light. We Indians have had a tradition of maintaining our Indian identity while also welcoming noble ideas coming from all the sources. This cultural ethos also finds its reflection in the making of our constitution. We have adopted the best practices from several other constitutions of other countries. In addition, the imprint of our age-old values and the ideals from our freedom struggle can also be seen in our constitution. Our constitution is of the people of India, by the people of India, and for the people of India. I rise to support the principle of this bill from the bottom of my heart. This bill is the outcome of the Fiscal Commission's report, a very illuminating document. It has dealt not only with subjects relating to industries, major or minor, big or small, but also dealt with the agricultural industry. Several chapters have been devoted for the purpose of improvement of our agriculture. They have also devoted a greater part of their attention to the development of cottage industry. Although this bill does not envisage any kind of protection regarding the agriculture industry, I do hope the government will take due notice of the recommendations and suggestions made by this commission. Not only has the commission made various suggestions, but our late colleague Mr. Mukhtar Singh, who was an expert in agriculture, has appended a very illuminating note on the development of agriculture in this country. I have had the pleasure of coming into close contact with Mr. Mukhtar Singh in the Oil Seeds Committee, and I can say that he had a very wide experience of agriculture. Not only had he experience, but he had original ideas also. Although I was a chairman and he was only a member of this commission, he was a great guide to me. I do expect that the government will consider this report, particularly this aspect of the question regarding our food problem, which is really agitating the country to such an extent. We are lacking immensely as far as agricultural statistics are concerned. In America and Russia, I might say that every inch of land, either cultivated or not cultivated, fallow land or wasteland, has a complete record, and they know how a agricultural land could be developed or made use of.